What is good with y'all, man? So today, EA has revealed a lot of news for Ultimate Team. I mean, and I ain't gonna lie, I've looked at most of it. I'm basically gonna break all of this down because it's a lot to read, and we're not gonna read all this. So I'm basically gonna break all of this down. It's a lot of good news. I'll say this: if you like play Ultimate Team, this is actually great news. Like, I have to admit, like, they're going all out this year. Like, the gameplay is really good. You can tell, like, they really listened to, like, what the community got to say, and they're, like, making changes to the game. And I gotta say, it's a lot of good changes. I'm happy with what I'm seeing. So I'm gonna break down these gridiron notes for Ultimate Team. There's a lot of changes, so let's go ahead and get right into this. The first thing that they talk about here is the field pass. So it says basically there's going to be multiple field passes in a season. There's 3 different ones. There is competitive, season, and Ultimate Team. So there's like 3 different field passes. I guess it's basically like, remember in the past, like each series there's just one thing. You hit level 50. Now it's like there's multiple things. I guess you can see it right here. It says view all field passes. We can go ahead and look at it, right? We got season 1 right here, which is basically, I guess, like the normal series. And then inside of that, there'll be different ones. There's a competitive one, which I'm guessing is just head-to-head, and then headliners, which is the promo. So basically, it's just, and all this is free, by the way. You don't have to pay for any of this. Basically, it's just a better way for guys that are no money spent to give out free content. It's a W. It honestly, it sounds like a W. Now we don't know how hard these challenges are going to be. They said they're achievable, so we'll really see what that means. You can see right here at level 2, you unlock a Coach John Madden item. Now we don't know exactly what you're going to be able to do with this. We know in Madden 22 you were able to get this. It was just something to have a coach with all the team chems. We know in the past, like Madden 20, you know, you were able to put different things on them. So we'll see. It's probably just a coach where you could have all team chems most likely. And you can see for this last one, I guess some challenges you might have to complete. This is for the season 1. It says score 25 touchdowns any mode, score 50 touchdowns any mode. So basically, it's different than, I guess, how it was. I don't know. I mean, this is milestones. Everything, the whole format of these isn't like how I think it was originally, where you just got to level up. Like, there's certain things you could do to, I guess, level up. So basically, the whole field pass thing is just a way to give out more free content to help guys build their team. So you ask me, that's a W. Next up, they talk about Weekend League. It's actually no, as you can see here, if you look at the dashboard, before you even talk about Weekend League, look what they have here on the dashboard. You can see they got your normal head-to-head seasons. They added all Madden seasons. That's a W. I know a lot of people have been asking for all Madden seasons for the longest. In my opinion, it's a W. I mean, because it doesn't hurt to have it. I remember they had it a few times as like limited time game modes. Now they actually brought it. And then you can see we have Champions, which is Weekend League. But here's the catch. It's no longer Weekend League. Basically, how it works now is, you remember Weekend League would start Thursday. Thursday, I think at like, what was it, like 5 o'clock, or I don't know what time it would start at. And then it would end like Sunday, or what wouldn't end Sunday. I think it would go all the way until like Monday at like, what was it, like 10 in the morning, 9 in the morning, or something like that. Now, basically, Weekend League starts Monday, and it goes, and the last day you got to do it is Sunday. It goes all week now. You can play your 25 games. You have all week to play them. It's a W if you ask me. And they also say you will get your rewards instantly after Weekend League. Even though it's not really called Weekend League, I don't know, I'm still going to call it Weekend League. I'm sorry, but they say you'll get your rewards instantly after you've done it, which is interesting to me because they say this is what they say. This is exactly what they say. They say, lastly, we want players to have the rewards instantly based on their performance in Mud Champions, which is Weekend League now, rather than wait until the following Tuesday. Because remember, in the past, we had to wait all the way till Tuesday to get our rewards. We had to wait so long. It says you will receive your Mud Champions rewards immediately after your game is complete. So I don't know, are we getting like coins after winning games, or like, because when they say all the way till Tuesday, that makes it seem like after you're done Weekend League, you get your rewards. So it's like, is there no top 100? I don't know. It's interesting, but overall, it's a W. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna punch that Weekend League out immediately every Monday, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. That thing is done. But yeah, my thing is though, I wanna know what difficult, because Weekend League's always been on all pro difficulty. You see, they got all Madden seasons, so it's like, me personally, I'm not going to want to play all Madden seasons, then have to play all pro weekly. You know what I mean? So hopefully they make that also all Madden. We'll have to see. So far, nothing but W's. Next thing that they talk about here is sets. So basically kind of what they've done here with sets is they made them easier to access. First of all, basically you can access sets from your item binder. When you're trying to complete a set, you know how you have to go, you have to, you know, press the little plus button, or you could hit Y and try to check it all off. And sometimes it takes a while to do sets. Basically, they said it automatically checks the cards you have in your item binder, and I guess it's easier to put them in there for the set. So basically, they made it easier to access the sets. They made it easier to do the sets. And they said also when you complete a set, let's say you do a champion, right? Let's say you do the set for that Legary Sneak for the Headliners promo, right? All the cards that you know, because it's like really, I don't do sets, right? So I'm trying to break this down in the way I look at it. The big cards that you have to put into the set, I don't know what you guys call them. Basically, you get those back. They'll automatically put them in your item binder and you'll get them back. But they're called, I think it's called like BND or what is it? Okay, so it's called Account Bound Items Return, which is basically like, consider like an NCAT item where you can't put it in the set. You can't trade it, you can't auction it, you get a reduced training value or whatever. So basically that's that, and that's pretty much it for the sets. They basically just made everything a little bit easier, so that's a W. All right, so for this part right here, competitive play, they're basically talking about solo battles, they're talking about head-to-head, and they're talking about, I think they talked about salary cap a little bit, and they talked about a bunch of game modes. So first up with solo battles, basically there's new solo battles that you could, I think four solo battles you get to play each day. They update every single day. I think they said you can play up to 28 a week. And basically the biggest way they said that with the solo battles is when, I guess, you'll get a lot of rewards from the competitive field pass or whatever. So honestly, I haven't really played solo battles a whole lot. We don't really know exactly what the rewards are looking like from this competitive field pass, but it sounds like there's a lot of rewards to get out of this. I could imagine if you were able to play new solo battles every single day. So that sounds like a pretty big W to me. As for head-to-head seasons, it sounds like they've lowered the amount of games. It says with 8 games total in a season. So I mean, originally, I think, let's say you wanted to go win a Super Bowl, I think it was about, what, 10 or 11 games, right? You had 7 in the regular season you had to win. You had 3 in the playoffs. Yeah, it was 11 games to win a Super Bowl. And now I think they've made it down to 8 now? I hope that's not like the way I'm reading that. You guys let me know. It says with 8 games total in a season and 6 total divisions. What they mean by divisions is, you know how there's Legend, MVP, because it says what they want to do is they want to give more people a chance to compete in Super Bowls to get rewards, and I get that, right? But I don't know. I mean, I hope it's not only 8 games. I hope not, because I like the grind of having to, you got to get 7 wins. It's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be like winning a real Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Even though I ain't gonna lie, it does get to a point where you just kind of gets a little easy. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't know how I feel about that. Don't make it easy for these kids. Make it challenging. You know what I mean? That's what they talked about MUT Draft. So basically, MUT Draft, they took out ranked matchmaking in it. Like, I don't really play MUT Draft, so I don't know what matchmakers they have in it. They said they're also committed to like constantly updating it this year, because, you know, one of the biggest things in that MUT Draft is they usually never update it. It's like core elites in it and stuff. And they also said they took out salary cap. It's been completely removed. So yeah, that's gone. So that's kind of what they talked about, the head-to-head. Let me know what you guys think about the 8 games total in the season, though. What did you take? Like, I don't know. I don't want it to be too easy for these kids. All right, so now we're talking about player items. You can see there's a lot to read here. I'm not going to read it all to you. I'm just going to break it down by basically each paragraph. The first one they talk about right here, basically, now you know how when you start Ultimate Team, you get like bronze cards. These guys are like 50 overalls, 60s. Basically, when you start the game now, it's actually going to be a little bit higher overalls. It's not going to be like 50s, 60s. So I'm guessing, I'm actually not, I don't know. They just said it's going to be higher overalls. They also said, depending on like what team you pick to start the year in Ultimate Team, I guess it's going to give you some players based on that. So let's say you pick the Eagles. It's going to give you some Eagles based on that. So I'd recommend whatever theme team you want to roll with to start the year, I would definitely recommend picking that team. So me, I'm building 50 out of 50 Eagles to start the year. I'm picking the Eagles. All right, so basically what the rest of this text says, basically all down here and stuff, basically what it's saying is that power-ups are gone from Ultimate Team. They are completely gone. Every single card, it's saying, basically every single card works as if a power-up did. You could change their team chem, you could change their card art, put the abilities on, etc, etc. You can do all that. They said except with legends, basically how it works is I guess you kind of you could like upgrade the legends. I don't know, we're gonna have to see. They explained it, I'm still confused by it, to be honest, but just know power-ups are gone. They are indeed gone. Every card works as if it was a power-up, which is good because once again, this is saving coins. Now we don't have to get all this training, we don't have to upgrade the card, we don't have to do this, we don't do that. Now really the only thing we have to worry about our training is, for the most part, just getting abilities and etc, etc. Another thing is though, or I should say a question that I have is, will core golds work as if they're a power up? Can we change their team chems, etc, etc? I would assume not, because they said they make it sound like it's starting with the elites, like you have to be at least to 80, which it makes sense. So, but it's another big W. Like everything we've said so far is a W. The only thing I have to question is the 8 games in a you know, head-to-head season, but honestly it's not that big of a deal. I'm just chatting, but I ain't gonna lie, another big W. The last bit of news we have here, strategy items, and I gotta tell you, this one warms my heart. Speed strategy items are gone. They're gone. The only way you're getting extra speed at Madden 23 is if you got a theme team, and I gotta say, this is how it should have been done. And basically strat cards, how they're gonna work now, from what it sounds like, is, you know, in the past how you get it, you can upgrade it. It sounds like now you just get the strat card and that's what it is. They said there's 3 slots. You get 1 for offense, you get 1 for defense, and then there's another one. It's called like team affinity. I guess it can count as like an extra team chem. So another easier way to try to build those 50 out of 50 Eagles off the rip, which we will be doing. And yeah, basically, you know, strat cards, I guess, aren't going to be too crazy like how they were last year. You can see this one right here is just 1+ zone coverage. Now, obviously, there's going to be the green variants, it's going to be the blue variants, it's going to be better ones, but they said there's no speed ones. So, I gotta say, everything that I just read here, it just gets me more excited for Ultimate Team, right? Because I played the beta, I played the gameplay. They said they don't want to change anything about the gameplay. They like the way it is. They're going to keep it the way it is. Great, because the gameplay felt great. I mean, everything we're seeing here, it's just good news. I gotta say, what is your guys' takeaway from this? Let me know down in the comments. Do you think this is a W? Do you think this is L? What do you think that they should change, that they might have changed? Because overall, I'm liking this. Only change I would say is, don't touch the way seasons is. But hey, you know what? If they want to do it, go ahead. I'm not going to complain. It's all Madden season, so you know what? Maybe I'll cut them a little bit of slack. But overall, this is a big W in my opinion. Hey, look, we will be building the 50 out of 50 Eagles day 1 in Madden 23. If you want to see us do that live, go ahead, drop a follow to the Twitch. The link to that is down in the description. We are live every single night, and we are damn sure we're going to be live every single night when Madden 23 comes out. So that's pretty much going to do it, though, boys. Like, comment, subscribe, man, and your boy is out.